Hey, Chef Plum from PlumLoveFoods.com, and today we're going to talk about a meal that's near and dear to my heart, pot roast. Tough meat? Here we come. What I've got here is an eye round. An eye round roast is an extremely tough piece of meat. We've got some garlic here. We're just going to smash the garlic up like this with our knife, just like that. Run your knife through it a couple of times just to get it chopped up. We're looking for a rough chop here. We're not looking for a perfect dice on every single piece. We're just going to rub it on the meat anyway. Rosemary is one of those herbs you can use because it just has a great aroma. You just pull down the stem like this to pull the green leaves off of it. Here's another piece. We're just going to pull down, and it takes those right off. You want to stay away from the stems because the stems are very woody flavored. And once you get it pulled off, just run your knife through it a couple of times like this. Rosemary is one of those herbs that always tends to remind me of the holidays. The next herb we're going to use is a little bit of sage. Just put the leaves together, slide your knife through it. Don't press, slide. That's why a sharp knife is so important. Here we are. And I've got some onions here. The onions are going to help add a lot of flavor to the mix in the oven, so we're just going to slice them in half. And then I will actually cut them lengthwise like this. Again, no rhyme or reason, just a rough chop on there. Doesn't have to be super pretty. Here's our eye round roast. Most important thing you could do, season it. Just going to liberally put it over the meat like this. Very liberally. Then we're going to take some of our herbs and kind of rub them on there, and a little garlic on there. Garlic is really interesting. If you rub a piece of garlic, this is a great experiment, on the bottom of your foot, in an hour, you'll actually taste it in your mouth. So we're going to take our pan. We're going to put our meat in here just like this. Toss our onions in. And add the rest of our herb mix. Just right on top of the onions, it's fine, because we'll mix it up in a little bit. Red potatoes are delicious with pot roast, and what makes it great, you can cook in the same pan as the pot roast. Let's sear it off. So we're here at our trusty saute station. We're going to get the pan nice and hot and add a little olive oil, about a tablespoon or so. It's not a science here, we're just putting a little olive oil in a pan. So we're waiting for our pan to get nice and hot here. We're just about there. There we go. Our pan could have been a little hotter, but it's getting there. And we're going to sear all sides around it. So we're just about there. I'm going to take it right out of the pan. I'm going to put it back into this Corningware dish. And then we're going to take all this goodness here, dump it right in there. All the onions in there are also going to help it retain a little moisture as it cooks. Potatoes. Same pan. We'll add a little more black pepper, just because it looks like it needs some. And then we're going to pop it right in the oven. You probably want to cover it with some tin foil, or if you're not going to cover it, just keep an eye on it for a while. Let's pop it in, and we'll check on it in a little while. So we pulled our pot roast out of the oven, took it out of the pan. The pan's never really that pretty to look at, so we pulled it right out of the pan, put it on the plate with our nice whole potatoes here, as you can see. Our jus that was in the bottom of the pan from when we cooked it, pour it right on top, and look at that. When you got it done, look how tender that is. Look at that. That's fantastic. Pot roast sandwiches for the next week around at my house. I'm Chef Plum with PlumLoveFoods.com, and that is how you make a pot roast in the oven. I'll see you next time. Pot roast is good.